since Amaya announced his candidacy, 1,150 volunteers have signed up from across the state. 1,150. It's extraordinary. From Chicago, from all around the state, from 50 different counties, and it has been an extraordinary experience for us to start to get to know those volunteers. We have spent the last 2 months working with about 200 of those who have offered to open up their home, 200 volunteers who've offered to open up their homes and organize events in their community for Amaya as he's made his way around the state. And we are really, really excited to be at a moment where we're going to launch the next phase of our work with our volunteers, and we are really hoping to get all of you involved in supporting Amaya's progressive vision for the state of Illinois. There are a few people we really, really want to acknowledge, some really superstar volunteers who have been part of our effort so far. We just wanted to take this moment to introduce them. John Telford, our digital director, is on a very well-deserved vacation, but he leads a team of about 100 volunteers who have been part of putting our digital message together from website to everything. So I want to thank Kyle Ebby, who's our graphic design lead, Sherry Scalco, who leads content and copywriting. Sherry's here and should raise her hand. There she is. Stacy Klein, who's leading our email marketing. Maggie O'Keefe, who's our social media maven. If you have seen us anywhere on social media, you've seen us on Facebook Live, that is all Maggie all the time. Chris, who's in web dev, Chris Ruggles, and the amazing Nika, who, with a team of people, built our extraordinary new website that launched a couple of weeks ago. So, say thank you to their amazing team for all that work. And we also want to thank Jesse, Abin, and Jordan on our policy teams. And 2 new people I just want to shout out to you, because I know all hundreds of you are going to sign up to volunteer tonight. And when you do, you're going to hear from 2 new wonderful volunteers who actually started their work with us this morning, Fred Pelzer and Megan Grandstaff. They are our amazing volunteer outreach team, and as soon as you sign up, which you will, we hope, you will hear from them and they'll help you get connected. And we're just so very excited to be at this moment and to have you join us. Passing it to Spencer.
Hey everybody. So I think like many of you, post-November has been a bit of a rough patch. And I knew after November that I had been feeling leading up to that I needed to get more involved, but obviously with what happened, the need became that much greater and that much more urgent. So I knew that I needed to turn my focus local, something in this state. And I've been really focused recently on the state of Illinois and on the situation that we are in because we have no budget. My boyfriend Gideon works as a therapist at a community mental health center in Skokie, and his agency is fine. They're still open, but a number of their services they can no longer provide because they aren't getting the state funding, and many other social service agencies around the state have had to close because they have had no funding. And while I personally may not feel some of the disastrous effects of this governor's policies and this governor's lack of doing his job, I know that the people who do feel it the most are the people who need to be supported by our government the most, the people who deserve to have this government take care of them and take care of all of us. And so that's why when Amaya announced that he was running for governor, I knew that this is what I had to do, that this is what I had to fight for. So since February 1st is when I started with this campaign. It's the first campaign I've ever worked on. And I have been working with Heather and to make sure that people hear Amaya's message, because I truly believe with every ounce of my being that if enough people hear his message, Amaya Pawar will be the next governor. Woo! And so it is our job in this room to make sure enough people hear his message. Because once we do, this state is going to a much, much better place, one that has care and compassion for its people, one that cares about its citizens. So,
Well said.
right now, I want everybody to take out your phone and text the word Pawar to 444-999. Hit send.
One more time.
444-999 and text the word Pawar, P-A-W-A-R. Hit send. You've now signed up to volunteer for this campaign. Thank you! We will be in touch with you to get you started because with all of our work, if we all work together, we will have Amaya Pawar as our governor. And follow the instructions once it texts you back.
Thank you all so much. Spencer and I know we are not the folks you came to hear tonight. We're not the person you came to hear tonight. So to introduce that person, I have the honor and the privilege of introducing 47th Ward Democratic Committeeman Paul Rosenfeld.
Wow! Look around! Is this awesome? Holy cow, look how far we have come. This guy won his first aldermanic race just 6 years ago by 50.6% of the vote, just that much. He beat the machine, he beat everyone who was against him. Everyone was against him, and he beat him. 4 years later, he comes back, he wins re-election, the highest plurality in the city of Chicago. But still, you got big obstacles, huge obstacles to become governor, right? That's a big deal. And the very first obstacle, this is like a marathon, right? But it's like a marathon with obstacles that you gotta jump. And the first obstacle is right now, this quarter. The very first quarter, he just got nominated, and you gotta come out and you gotta have credibility. You gotta make sure, first obstacle, that we are a real candidacy. Well, 1,150 volunteers, $300,000 raised in this quarter. People in almost every county wanting to support his candidacy. And look around at this grassroots army we got. Make no mistake, we have cleared the first hurdle. We are a legitimate candidate. And now we move on. So, as committeeman, I got to go to the the Cook County Democratic Party organization Monday. We did a meet the candidate with the 6 candidates that were out there. Now, they came up, everyone gave their pitch, they all did fine. One guy shined, Amaya Pawar. It was amazing. My fellow committeemen were coming up to me going, giving me their card going, you gotta talk to me about this kid. He's really something, he's really special. And I said, yeah, we know that in 47, and pretty soon the whole state of Illinois is gonna know that. I think I still gotta tell you guys to like him on Facebook, get to his Facebook page, Amaya Pawar. We all gotta like him on Facebook. In addition to your volunteering, I want that to happen tonight. And the second thing I need to tell you guys to do, I know you've all given tonight your $20. If you got anyone else, if everyone in this room can go out and get 3 people who can give 5 or 10 or 20 bucks before April 1st, just go out and get 3 of your friends to do that. I think we're going to file with the most individual donors from inside the state of Illinois of any candidate. There's some big money out there, make no mistake. There's plenty of competition with plenty of big dough. They can't beat us. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the next governor of the state of Illinois, Amaya